Hello students, very good morning. Welcome to Narayana Live Classes. Today for class 9 students, we are going to discuss assignment number 41 on theory of equations. Now let us see the first question. So today we are going to deal with the questions based on Newton's theory. Okay. So first question, if alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 is 0, then what is the value of alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus gamma power 4? Sum of integral powers of the roots. Okay, but that we are going to solve by using Newton's theorem. Now, if you observe here, see SR if you take as alpha power r plus beta power r plus gamma power r. Okay, so here r is 4 in this case. R is 4. So first is that we have to find out S1. S1 is very simple, that is nothing but alpha plus beta plus gamma. S1 is alpha plus beta plus gamma. What is that? Minus 1. We know that it is minus x square coefficient, the x cube coefficient, that is minus 1. Next we have to find out S2. What is the Newton's formula for us? S2 plus P1 into S1 plus 2P2 is equal to 0. This is the formula. This one, in this way we can find out S2. That is S2 plus P1. What are P1 here? P1 is x square coefficient 1. P2 is x coefficient, that is also 1. P3 is the constant term, that is 1. P1 is 1, P2 is 1, P3 is 1. So P1 is 1 into S1 is minus 1 plus 2 times of P2. P2 is 1, that is 0. That implies S2, see, minus 1 plus 2, that is plus 1. So S2 is also minus 1. S1 is minus 1. S2 is minus 1. How to find out S3? For S3 the formula is still the same. S3 plus P1 into S2 plus P2 into S1 plus 3P3 is equal to 0. 3P3 is equal to 0. That implies S3 plus P1. P1 is 1. 1 into S2, that is minus 1. Next P2. P2 is 1. P2 into S1. S1 is minus 1. So that is also minus 1. Plus 3P3, that is 3 into 1, that is 0. Therefore, here S3 is equal to, here minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. Minus 2 plus 3 is S3 plus 1, 0. So S3 is also minus 1. So we have S1 as minus 1, S2 as minus 1, S3 as minus 1. So what to find out now? We have to find out S4. How to find out S4? Let us see that. So we have S1 minus 1, S2 minus 1, S3 minus 1. Now we want S4. So for S4 what to do? S4 plus P1 into S3 plus P2 into S2 plus P3 into S1, that is equal to 0. In this case if you observe, R is 4 but number of roots are only 3. R is more than n. If R is more than n, in this case we will get this expansion. That implies S4 plus P1 is 1, 1 into S3 is minus 1, plus P2 is 1, S2 is minus 1, plus P3. P3 is also 1, into S1 is minus 1, that is 0. It implies S4 minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, that is minus 3 is 0. It implies S4 is equal to 3. The value of S4, what is S4? Alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus gamma power 4 is 3. That is nothing but third option. Okay, now we'll move to the next question. If alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of x cube minus px cube plus qx minus r is 0, then what is the value of alpha power 4? Similar kind of question. Solution, let us start with S1 if you take, okay, here also let us take P1. P1 is minus P, P2 is Q, P3 is minus R. We have P1, P2, P3. Now S1 is how much? Minus R minus P, that is P. S1 is P. Now we have S2 plus P1 into S1, okay, plus 2P2 is equal to 0. This is the relation we have between S2 and S1, P1, P2, so that to find out S2 value. That is S2 plus P1 is minus P, S1 is P, plus 2 into P2 is Q, that is 0. It implies S2 is equal to, here we can say it as P square minus 2Q. This is the value of S2, this is the value of S1. Now what is S3? S3 plus P1 into S2 plus P2 into S1 plus 3P3 is equal to 0. That implies S3 plus P1. What is P1 here? P1 is minus P into S2. S2 is P square minus 2Q plus P2. P2 value is Q. Q into S1. S1 is P plus 3 times of P3. P3 is minus R. That is equal to 0. It implies S3. Here we see, we can say S3 is equal to minus P square. This is PQ. As it is minus PQ, it becomes plus PQ. Here we have plus TPQ plus PQ. That is 2 plus 1, that is 3PQ. But it is sent to the other side, so it is minus 3PQ. Next here we have minus 3R here. We are sending it to the other side, so it will be plus 3R. So S3 value is PQ minus, it is plus TPQ plus PQ, that is 3PQ. So we are sending to the other side, so minus 3PQ. Here we have minus 3R, we are sending to the other side, it will be plus 3R. This is the value of S3. Now using these all values, what you have to find out? We have to find out S4. So what is S4 plus P1 into S3 plus P2 into S2 plus P3 into S1, that is equal to 0. We have to simplify the values. That implies S4 plus P1. P1 stands for minus P. Minus P into S3. S3 means this value. PQ minus 3PQ plus 3R. Okay. Next plus P2. P2 is Q into S2. S2 is P square minus 2Q plus P3. P3 is nothing but minus R. Minus R into S1. S1 is nothing but P. That is equal to P. That implies you simplify these all values. S4 we are going to get P to the power of 4 minus 4P square Q plus 4PR plus 2Q square. So this will be the value of S4. S4 is nothing but alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus gamma power 4. Okay. So that is how we have to solve it. So which is the right option now? Third option is the right option. Next, if alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of x cube plus 3x plus 3, 0, then what is the value of alpha power 5 plus beta power 5 plus gamma power 5? Yes, 5 he is asking. So solution, let us start with, here we see P1, we don't have x square coefficient is not there, so that is 0. P2 is x coefficient, that is 3. P3 is constant and that is 3. Okay, P1 is not x square coefficient, it is not there, so it is 0. P2 is x coefficient, P3 is constant term, that is 3. Now, what is S1? S1 is minus x square coefficient by x cube coefficient, that is of course 0. S1 is 0. Now, S1, S2 plus P1 into S1 plus 2P2 is 0, that is the next relation, we have to find out S2. So S2 plus P1 is 0 of course, 0 into 0. Plus 2 into P2, that is 3, that is 0, that gives you S2 as minus 6, S2 minus 6. Next, S3 plus P1 into S2 plus P2 into S1 plus 3P3 is 0, that is the relation we have to find out S3 value, that is S3 plus P1 is 0, so entire value becomes 0, plus S1 is 0, so this entire value becomes 0, plus 3 into P3 is 3. That implies S3 is equal to how much? Minus 9. So S1 is 0, S2 is minus 6, S3 is minus 9. Now we have to find out S4. S4 means S4 plus P1 into S3 plus P2 into S2 plus P3 into S1 is equal to 0. Here in this case, S4 means R value is 4, N is of course 3, R is more than N. So here we don't get RPR. In this case, if you see we are getting RPR, here we don't get RPR. This is the final term. So we have S4 plus P1. P1 is 0 of course, so entire value becomes 0. P2 into S2. What is P2 value? 3. 3 into S2, 3 into minus 6. Plus P3. P3 is 3. Okay. 3 into S1. S1 is 0. That implies S4 value how much? Minus 16, so that becomes plus 18. 3 6 are 18. Now you want S5. S5 plus P1 into S4 plus P2 into S3 plus P3 into S2, that is equal to 0. Okay, so here we have R minus N. R is 5, N is 3, so R minus N, that is the last term. That implies S5 plus P1 is 0 plus P2. P2 is how much you have? 3 you have. 3 into S3. What is S3 for us? Minus 9 plus P3. What is P3 for us? 3 into. Okay. What is S2 for us? S2 is minus 6. That is 0. That implies S5 is equal to minus 27 minus 18. That is nothing but 45. Okay. So we have 27 and 18. 27 and 18 is nothing but 45. So S5 is 45. Nothing but fourth option. Okay. Now we move to the next question. If alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of x cube minus px plus q0, then what is the value of alpha power 6 plus beta power 6 plus gamma power 6? Okay. In this case, if you take p1 x square coefficient 0, p2 is x coefficient that is minus p, p3 is q. P3 is q. Now, as usual, S1. S1 is how much? As x square coefficient now is not there. S1 is 0. Then what is S2? S2 plus, we have the relation P1, S1 plus 2P2 is 0. It implies S2 plus P1 is 0. So this is 0 plus 2P2. 2 into minus P. That is 0. Therefore, S2 is equal to 2P. That is the value of S2. Next we have to go for S3. S3 plus P1 into S2 plus P2 into S1 plus 3P3 is 0. So that implies S3 plus P1. P1 is 0 of course, so enter value becomes 0. P2 into S1, given this becomes 0 plus 3 times of P3, that is Q, that is 0. That implies S3 is equal to minus 3Q. Now we have to go for S4, S5 as well as S6. S4 plus P1 into S3 plus P2 into S2 plus P3 into S1 is 0. Okay, that implies S4 plus P1 is 0. Next, P2 into S2. P2 into S2 means P2 value we have as minus P, S2 value we have as 2P, plus P3 into S1. S1 is 0, so this entire value becomes 0, that is 0. Therefore, S1 value is 2P. Next, we have S5. S5 plus P1 into S4 plus P2 into S3 plus P3 into S2, that is 0. Here S5 we have, so 5, R is 5, N is 3, so 5 minus 3 is 2, that is the last term. That implies S5 plus P1 is 0, so it becomes 0. P2 is minus P into S3. S3 is minus 3Q. Okay, plus P3 into S2. What is P3? Q. What is S2 for us? S2 is 2P. That is 0. So S5 will become, here we have, this will be 3PQ and it is plus 3PQ plus 2PQ. So that is minus 5. That is the value of S5. Now finally what is the thing we need? S6 we need. We will go for S6 now. S6 is nothing but S6 plus P1 into S5 plus P2 into S3 S4. Okay. Next P3 into S3, that will be 0. If you simplify the values over here, S6 will be, we can if you simplify that, you are going to get the resultant answer as 2PQ plus 3Q square. Let us solve it. S6 plus P1 is 0 of course, so 0 plus P2 into S4. P2 is how much? P2 into minus 4 minus P into this minus 2PQ. Okay, next P3 into S3. P3 is Q, S3 is this. So that is P3 is Q, S3 is 3Q. So that is minus 3Q square. That is 0. So S6 will be 2PQ plus 3Q square. 2PQ plus 3Q square is nothing but fourth option. Okay, so that is the end of today's assignment. Thank you. Have a good day.